So in our yesterday's session, we learn about how to push your code on GitHub and how to use GitHub pages. Using GitHub pages, you can make your website live, right? So then we learn about the CSS, right? We just get some introduction about CSS, why we use CSS, what's the basic structure of using CSS, and then we learn about what are the ways to add CSS in your HTML file. We have inline CSS, we have internal CSS, and we have external CSS. And the most preferred way, like the way which companies preferred is external CSS. Why they prefer this way? Because using this way, your code is separate, right? Your HTML file code is in separate file, and your CSS code is in separate file. So that's why for better readability, the external CSS is good for big projects. So that's why company more prefer this one. So you guys also make habit to write external CSS. In explanation, I mostly use internal CSS only, so that you can see all the code in a single file. But when you are writing the code by yourself, try to use external CSS more instead of using inline or internal CSS. Okay, then we learn about, in our yesterday's class, we learn about CSS selectors, right? So like for targeting any element, if you wish to give some background color or color, you have to target it. We use selector for it. So there are multiple ways to use selector. We have universal selector. What universal selector will do? It will select all the elements. Whatever the elements it have in your file, it will be selected by universal selector. Okay. Then we learn about some more selector, that is your type selector. Type selector is nothing but your tag name. Directly we are using the tag name. Okay, like if you are targeting p tag, paragraph tag, then we are giving its name. If you want to target img tag, you just have to give like this, img. Okay, like this only. So this is your tag selector. And then we learn about class selector. Class selector is nothing but we are just grouping some elements. Okay, we are just want to give some unique styling, unique colors or background colors, any styling. You want to give some group of elements. So you are making it a one group using this class name. You are giving the same class name. Okay, I will show you here. See, if you wish to make this in one single group, this h1 and this button, you just have to give the same class name here. I am giving class. You just have to use this class attribute. Here you can give anything. So you can give any name here. I am giving group, and here also I am giving class group. Okay, so now it becomes in one single group. Suppose if you wish to add some background color, so the background color will be applied to this h1 and this button as well. So let me try this one. It is just a revision dot group. So suppose here I am first let me remove this one. Initially we gave some color to it. So here I am removing this color and I am giving some background color. Let me give brown. Okay, so it means what, this brown color is applied to this h1 as well as this input, this button as well, right? Let me go live. See, okay, this is your button and this is your h1. Okay, for that purpose we use this class selector. And similarly we have id selector. Why we use id selector? If you wish to give some unique styling to a particular element, suppose if you directly use the tag name, you have two h1s. Okay, here you are giving MERN. So if you wish to add separate styling for this MERN, you can use id selector for it. Okay, to give a unique styling to particular element, for that purpose we use this id selector. Then we learn about grouping selector. Grouping selector means you can give multiple elements, okay, multiple selectors. instead of just giving one selector name here, you can give multiple selector. It can be either a tag name or class name or ID name. You just have to separate it with commas. Anyone having any doubt till now in our yesterday's class, or you want some any more explanation?
No, 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 we require.
Okay, what about others? Okay. Okay, I will tell you at the end about your assignment 2. Okay, I will tell you one more command using it, how we can use GitHub more better way at the very end of this session. Okay, so these are some advanced selectors. This combinator selector. In this combinator selector, they are relationship based, like descent selector and the children selector, sibling selector. These are some advanced selectors we will learn in our upcoming classes. In our next classes, we will learn about these advanced selectors. Okay. Then in our yesterday's class, we learn about these pseudo classes, right? We saw this hover effect, active effect, and focus effect, right? I will show you this one. See, when I hover on this, it is changing its color. See, when I hover on it, it is changing its color, right? When I click on it, this is not a button. Okay, this is here in this input we use focus, right? When I click on it, this input is in focus. So I give some styling here, right? We give some styling in our yesterday's class. If you want to give some any other styling on particular hover, you can give it like this: h1 colon hover. Suppose for focus, you can give it like this same way: input colon focus, right? What is border? We will learn all these things. It is just for example of focus. And then we learn about this active as well. When you are clicking on a button, you can give some styling. Active is when at the time of clicking on a particular button, this will be run. I am showing you. Okay, this button is not proper. Maybe. See, it is not proper. Okay. So initially your button look like this. When I hover on it, it is changing its color, background color, font size, and the border radius. See, just look at the corners. It is changing. Okay, I give all these styling. In our yesterday's class, we give all these styling. But when I click on it, see, this is just over. When I click on it, it is changing. It is changing to yellow color, font size, and the border. So here we give this yellow color, right? See, in this active, we give yellow color, font size 60 pixel, border radius 8 pixel. Let me change to 4 pixel only. See, this is my hover. Now I am clicking on here. See, okay. So we just discuss about these three pseudo classes: hover, active, focus. Now comes to nth child. Okay, this is your nth child, targets nth child elements. Like we can give some pattern here as well. So here is we have a code for it. Let me show you. Okay, we are just taking this example. I am taking an order list. Let me first remove this all these things so that it will look like a clear. Okay. So what here I am doing is I am just taking unordered list. Inside this unordered list we have 3 li, means 3 list items we have. Now what I want to do, I want to just give the unique color to this li only. Okay, I want to change the color of this li. So for that purpose I am using style, internal styling I am using. Okay, here what I am doing is I am using nth child. See this one. What you have to do is you just have to use colon, like as I already told you, for pseudo classes we use single colon. See this, just single colon, right? I will show you. We just observe the output. See the red color, the second element is in red color. See it have multiple 3 li's it have. but still it is changing the color of second only. Why? Here in this end child, I'm removing it and typing it again. What I am doing is here is I am targeting li. Okay, then I am using the pseudo class symbol, that is colon. Okay, here I am giving nth child. Here I give nth child. So in this nth child, we can define which element you want to target. I want to target suppose third one. So I can give third here like this. And inside the curly braces, I can give property and value. Suppose I am giving background color. Here giving blue. See, this third element is getting background color blue. So directly using like HTML, yeah, directly using style, you can't give the background color to this particular element. But when we use this nth child like this, it is directly targeting the third element. Okay, suppose if I am adding some more elements. Okay, what I want is I want to give the blue color in alternative, like first one is without blue, second one is in blue. So for that we can give some pattern like 2n plus 1. See, okay, we are just giving some pattern. Suppose you can give 2n as well. See how 2n is working. Initially n is 0, right? Initially n is 0, so that's why it is not applied. In second condition, n is 0 means the whole becomes 0. Two zeros are 0. So whole becomes 0. So it is not getting applied. So in second iteration, 2 into 1. So that's why second will be blue. Okay, that's how it is going like this. So like this you can give some patterns as well. You can give 3n, 3n. So it will skip 2, initial 2. Okay, see it is skipping 2, 2. Okay. Like this you can give some patterns as well. 2 and 3 and plus 1. Okay, where we use this kind of patterns. Like when you want to create a like chessboard. Like in chessboard they have black then white, black then white. This kind of pattern. So if you want to create that particular thing in your website, so you can use this pseudo class. That is your nth child. Okay, I'm just giving 2n. Okay. So the one more pseudo classes we have is we have first child. We can directly target first child. Here is the example of first child. Okay. I'm just removing this one. Anyone having any doubt in this nth child or want to ask me anything? I'm just removing that word. Okay. Okay, that was your nth child, right? And now comes to your first child. First child, using it you can target first element. As I told you, the upper element, upper tag is your parent tag. The inner tags are your what? Child tags. Now comes to this one. Okay, here I am giving. Okay, so in this, I am just pasting it. Just give me a minute.
Madam, I have a question.
Yeah, sure, please.
Can we increase the font size in the code, ma'am?
Yes,
Because when you write it, I'm feeling very small, so more attention is required to exactly know where you are writing and what you are writing. So if
okay,
the
here you are.
font is slightly bigger, it would be comfortable.
In code, you are saying.
Yes, ma'am. These letters, yes.
Okay, I think there is a, no option. Okay, I will check the settings, and from tomorrow we will increase the font size. Okay, I
All
think
right.
in VS Code there is some settings is there, but I didn't explore that thing. So from
Okay.
tomorrow onwards we will use it. Okay. Okay, now we are discussing about first child. Okay, for first child I am taking this example. See, we are taking diff. Inside this diff we are giving the class name parent. This diff contains two paragraph tags. Right, so these are the childs, these are the children of this diff. So what I want is I want to target the first child. So for that purpose we use this. Okay, okay, inside this head I am using style. Here I am pasting this. Just observe the syntax. First see the output. See, okay, it is targeting the first child. How it is working? See, what we are doing is first I am giving the parent class name here. Okay, then I am giving the sibling, like I am giving the child tag name. Suppose I when we have multiple tags. Okay, see, it contains nearly 6 7 paragraph tags. I am just giving the p tag here, then I am saying first child. So directly by itself it is targeting the first child only. Okay, so that's how it is giving this green color. Let me give some background color as well. You just observe the syntax, like first we are giving that parent class name. Instead of class name you can give like its tag name as well or id name as well. Then we are giving the its children tag name or class name also you can give. Then we are giving first child. When you give first child it will automatically target the first element. See, remaining elements are also a p tag, paragraph tags, but still it is choosing first tag only. See, okay. Similarly, we have last child. Okay. Similarly, we have last child. So instead of giving the first child, you just have to give last child. Okay. So now what's the question in your mind is why we are using this first child, last child, right? We can directly give the styling into this class, the last element we can give some class name directly we can target it, right? But the reason is using this first child last child is suppose you have large amount of data. Okay, like you are creating a e-commerce web application, you have to create a like cards, product cards, and you want to give a unique styling to the your first card. Okay, in that scenario you can use this first child. Suppose you want to give some unique styling, unique color to your last card. Okay, for that purpose we use this last child and first child. When you have this less data you can't imagine, right? You can easily do it by here. You can give the class name here and you can target it from here. But when you have large amount of data, like large amount of data of products, you can't directly target a specific element. In that scenario we use this first child and last child. Anyone having any doubt in this first child and last child? Want to ask me anything? Okay. Okay, guys. Just make sure, like, just keep your concept clear. Right? We can do this thing easily, right? Without using this last child, first child, we can give this green color, bold, aqua directly. Like, if I give class name here, like suppose I am giving P. Okay, instead of doing all this thing, I can give like this. So the same thing will be applied to the last child, right? See, it is same only. But what's the reason of using this first child last child is when you have large amount of data, you just want to target a specific first element or the last element. In that scenario, this pseudo class will help you more. You can't give the class name directly, like you can't count the number of products line by line and you go to the last item and can give the class name. Okay, so in that scenario we use this first class and last class, last child first child. Okay, so now comes to some more pseudo classes. We have checked also. Okay, when we use checked in checkboxes or radio buttons, when you click on that, you can give some styling to it. Let me remove this. So here I am using input type equals to checkbox. Okay, I'm just closing it. Okay, so now what I am doing is, initially every checkbox is not checked, right? If you give the checked attribute, I will show you that output. See, initially it is not checked. We can give one attribute here also. Like initially you want to, by default you want to make it as checked. So now it is in checked mode. Okay, now I'm removing it. See, now what I'm saying is input. I'm giving colon for pseudo classes. Here I'm using the checked pseudo class. Inside it I'm giving, whenever this input field is input box is checked, I want to give some border 2 pixel. Let me give 10 pixel solid red. Okay, so see, initially this checkbox is not checked, right? When I click on it, what's the reason? Let me give the class name here. Dot check. Okay, here I am keeping this as by default checked. Okay, it is proper only. Class check me checked. Okay, we have to use outline, right? Instead of border we have to use outline. I will show you all the difference between this or border, outline, all these things. No need to be worried. We have all the properties in our notes. We will discuss all these things. Outline. Now let's see this. Okay, see. Okay, I'm removing this. When I click on it, means it is getting checked. So when any checkbox is getting checked, you can give some any styling to it. Instead of just showing the random, like without any borders, you can display some any different kind of borders. Okay. And outline also you can say. Okay, in this scenario we use this checked pseudo class. Similarly we have disabled as well. We have disabled as well. Let me show you. Here I am taking one input. See, this is your one input, type equals to text, value just I am giving some random thing. I am making this as disabled. Okay, I am making this input field as disabled by giving this disabled attribute. Then here I am giving some class name disable input. This is your class name. So using this class name and this disabled pseudo class, I am giving some background color and color. See it, disable input. I just use this class name. Okay, that is your disabled input. Then I am giving the pseudo class disabled using curly braces and changing its background color and color. Now let's see. Okay, let me show you something. I am giving something different. Background color I am changing it to red. See, okay. Background color is getting changed. Okay. So what we are doing, and at any specific state means at any specific condition we are giving some styling. Whenever I hover on a button, I am changing its styling, right? When a particular input field is in disable state, I am changing its styling. When a checkbox is in checked state, so I'm giving some any other styling, right? So that is why these pseudo classes are used. uh, just see the definition of what is pseudo class. Pseudo class start with a colon, right? For pseudo class you must have to use colon, single colon, then and targets element based on their state or user interaction. Based on the state of a particular element, we are just giving some different styling. And hover we can give some different styling. On focus also we can give different styling. Okay, on checked also we can give different styling. Similarly, if the input is in disable mode, we can give different styling for it. But this is all about your pseudo classes. Now we have some more thing, like we have pseudo elements as well. This is are your pseudo classes. This we have pseudo elements as well. Pseudo element start with double colons. Just observe this. We start pseudo elements with double colons, not single colon, just double colons. Lets you style specific part, like previously what we did. At any particular state we are changing, right? On any particular interaction, like when the checkbox is in checked, like this is some kind of interaction. So at that time we are changing its styling. So but now here what we are doing is at a specific part we are changing. What is the specific part? Like suppose I can, from here we can get the example. Let me remove this all this thing. Okay. Okay, see, just see the color of this font, like this text. This is just a specific part of your input placeholder, right? So you can target this placeholder as well. If you suppose if I give the placeholder, let me change this input input. I'm targeting this input. Here I am giving color. Here I am giving red. Okay, it is working fine. But using the placeholder also we can change it. Using this placeholder pseudo element, we can change the color of this input. Not only this, we can do more thing. Like this is just an example. Using placeholder also we can change it. I will tell you how we can do it. Just use the input. Here I am giving double colons. Then we have to use placeholder. Okay. Suppose I am giving some different color. I am giving blue. Input placeholder, right? It is correct. Let's see the code here. Yeah, it is correct only. In
मैम वो आपने सेमी कलर नहीं लगाया है कलर के बाद इसलिए नहीं ले रहा है.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Who is this? Okay, still not working. What's the reason? I think it is not getting refreshed properly. Okay, okay. Let me remove this disabled. Still, it is not taking. Let's take it from this example only. I'm taking this input, right? Taking this input, type equals to text, placeholder, and class I'm giving. Then I'm targeting it by using its class name, that is form input, and giving double colon and targeting its placeholder. It must work, right? Okay, it is in italic. It is working. This one is not working. But here we use the tag name input in, right? It is correct. But in for class name it is working. So let me change it. I am giving red as my color. Okay, it is working, but when we are using the tag name it is not working. But it must work. Just try it by yourself as well. When you give the tag name, still it have to work, but it is not working properly. But when we give the class name, it is working fine. Okay, let me remove this. Directly you can change the placeholder color. Directly also you can change it, and there is one more way, that is using pseudo elements. Also you can change the color of your placeholder. So we rarely use this. We directly change it instead of using the pseudo classes, pseudo elements. We directly change the placeholder color. And then we have some more thing, that is before and after. Like before the text you can add some content, and after some particular like text we can add some content. Okay, let's see this one. What I want is, I'm first remove this one. I'm giving taking paragraph tag. Inside it I am giving lorem temp. Okay, what I want is before this I want to give hello. Before this text I want to give hello. I know we can give hello like this from here as well, but just think in a big picture. When you have a large when you have the data dynamic, means you are not writing this content, you are getting this content from somewhere else. Means you are getting the content, you are getting this paragraph from your database, you are not writing directly. So in that scenario we use this before and after. Let me target this b paragraph tag, then I am giving double colon, I am taking before. Okay, inside this before I am giving content. Okay, in this content I am saying hello. Okay, see it is showing hello. How we write this hello? We write this hello from our styling, from our css we write this hello. This hello is not written in here in your html, it is not written here. We are giving this hello from our styling, from our css. So why we use this? Why? What's the need of it? As I told you, we are not directly writing the content per paragraph by ourselves. We are getting the content from our database. We are just using it. So in that scenario, if you want to give like hello, hi, anything at initial. So in that scenario, we use this before. Similarly, we have after as well. After, like I can say bye. Okay, so it is showing bye. So giving some content, for that purpose we use this content property name. And to add it at the end or before, we for that purpose we use this before and after. Okay, then we have some more pseudo elements, that is your first line and first letter. First letter, let's see the first letter first. Okay, I am changing it. Here I am giving is first letter. Okay, it will target this first alphabet, that is your L. It will target this first alphabet. So in the through this first alphabet I want to increase the font size. I am giving 50 pixel. Okay, see the first alphabet is becoming larger, right? Mostly we saw this kind of bigger alphabet in blocks. In news section also they use first letter as big. So they use mostly this first letter pseudo element. Okay, similarly we have first line as well. But I'm giving some more content here. I'm just removing it. I'm giving some more content. Lorem, suppose I'm giving. Okay. See. Okay, it is containing multiple lines. So I just want to target a first line. I just want to give some unique styling to the first line. So in that scenario, we can target it like this. Paragraph tag. Then here I am giving first line. Okay, to the first line I am giving 50 pixel font size, and the color I am giving aquamarine. Okay, so it is targeting only the first line of your paragraph. Anyone having any doubt in the pseudo elements? For pseudo elements, we use double colons. Using it, we can target a specific part of your elements. Specific parts of your elements. See, you can target a first letter, first alphabet, right? First line you can target it, and we can give some the content at initial or at the end, and we can change the color of your placeholder as well. We can have some more pseudo classes, pseudo elements as well. You can explore it by yourself. The most important things I'm just discussing with you guys, right? But there are some more things you can explore it, or while making projects we can use the AI as well. So anyone having any doubt in these pseudo elements? Okay, yeah,
No, madam.
okay. So this is all about your pseudo elements. Now comes to the CSS colors. Like till now we use the colors by its name, right? Till now how we use the colors? We give the colors by its name. That is aquamarine. It is a color name, right? In our previous classes only I told you about the hexadecimal color code. Okay, there are some ways to add color. Like first way is named color. Named color means you are directly using its color name. Okay, you are just directly using its color name. It is suggesting you all the colors. See, it will suggest you, from it you can choose it directly. Okay, but you want a different color. Apart from this, you want a different color. Okay, we have some more ways for that. CSS color, its properties are used to define foreground text color and background color. Okay, and in this we have some ways. First way is named color. Till now we use named color only. Our VS Code is suggesting some colors name. We are directly using it from here. This is your named color. So, but I want some different color. For that purpose, we have some more ways. Okay, we can use hexadecimal also. Hexadecimal color code also you can see. So it is a mix up of colors. So it will give you some more options to choose one color. So to get the color code in hexadecimal, you can search it like this. Hexadecimal color code. Okay, suppose for any color code, I'm just giving color code. Okay, you can go to any website like this. See, from here you can choose it in many variations. Suppose I'm choosing this blue, you can target this specific part, it will give you the color code. See, here you are getting the color code. You can't get this color code by using its color name, right? We can't get this. In named color we have some like limitations we have, but in hexadecimal we don't have any limitation like this. So you can target any specific part. Like in red also you can target. See, I'm targeting this. I'm just copying this hexadecimal color code and pasting it here. Just you have to paste it here. Okay, you must have to this hash symbol also. Okay, when you give the hash symbol, it will automatically showing you the color. Okay, this is the second way we can use hexadecimal color code, and the third way is RGB. R stands for red, G stands for green, and B stands for what? Blue. Okay, we are giving the values of red, green, blue, like all the colors are the combination of red, green and blue only. So we are defining the values. The range is from 0 to 250 to 55. Okay, so we can make a random colors. So here I am using it RGB. So here I am giving the color, the value of my red color. So here I am just giving 10. Here suppose I am giving 200. Here I am giving like 155. Okay, it is by using all these color values, it is making one new color. That is, it becomes look like this. Just say. Okay. Suppose if you want a color code of RGB, you can search on Google. RGB color code. See, it is giving you the here. HSL also we have HSL as well. See, it is changing the number. But just observe the range. Always the range is between 255 only. It is not going above 255. See it. Okay. So directly you can copy these values and paste it in your color. Okay, this is the third way to give colors. And the fourth way is like we can use RGBA as well. This is not a third way you can see, but we are just giving the transparency. A stands for C. Previously we used RGB only. Now we are using RGBA. That is red, green, blue, and fourth one is alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is the transparency, means opacity you are giving. You are giving some opacity. So here in the last one we are giving the values. The range is from 0 to 1. You just have to give the number between 0 to 1. You can give in points as well, but it must be between 0 to 1. You can't give above 1. Okay, so that is for opacity purpose. I will show you. Suppose here I am giving RGBA. So after giving comma here, after comma I am giving 0.2. Let's see this. See, just see the transparency, right? Suppose when I give the complete 0, it means what? The complete 0 stands for fully transparent. Complete 0, 0 means 0 means complete transparent, right? And similarly 1 means fully visible. Suppose here I am giving 1 directly. So it will show the exact color, whatever the color it is. Okay? Let me show you.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, so P double colon and then first line, right? Then we open the bracket. So that means in the first line when we take content from outside and use it in the this code, then the first line we are applying these styles, color styles, isn't it? Is that the
Yeah.
meaning? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So as I we just discussing about the opacity, you can give some opacity values. Like 0 is for fully transparent and 1 is for fully visible. So you can give it like this 0.6. Okay. So it is little transparent. So this is all about your RGBA. A stands for your opacity value. And similarly we have HSL also. Like using this HSL, we can give the colors. That is your H stand for hue, saturation, lightness. Like a color wheel, from a color wheel you can give the in percentage. like in color wheel it starts from 0 to 360 degree, right? So you can give the like values like in percentage we are giving, so it is still 100, right? So let me show you in the hsl color code. See here only it is defining. So you can observe it when I am giving, when we are giving, as I told you, we are giving the values in a percentage, so it is not going above 100%. So these are just the ways it is already giving you the hexadecimal color code, RGB or HSL as well. We rarely use this, we can skip this one. So we can give the values, just you have to use what, HSL. Here we are giving suppose 90, 80, 100, 10. Okay, it is making one color. See, okay. Okay, this is the fifth way. So this is all about your colors, how we can give the colors in our style, means in our css how can we give color. There are some ways to give colors. First one is named color, directly we are giving the name of a particular color. And second one is we can give hexadecimal color code. And the third one is RGB, we can make a color by using the combination of red, green, blue. And we have RGBA, we are just giving the opacity. Okay, similarly we have HSL, that is we are giving the colors in the percentages. Okay, this is all about your colors. Anyone having any doubt in CSS colors or want to ask me anything?
What's the website name again? The color code.
Yeah, color codes. It is not like a specific website. You can when you type on Google, there are a lot of websites like this.
Okay.
Okay, but you can choose it. This one or this one. See, color picker. It is giving you the colors. HSL, RGB. See, hexadecimal color code. So our first one is looking more better, more easy, right? So you can use this one as well. So now let's come to discuss about the CSS backgrounds. Okay, till now we just give the background color, right? We just give that background. In background we are just giving the color. So we can give the, using this background color we can give the background color. So in background we can give images as well, right? In background we can give images also. So how can we give images? First we are discussing about CSS backgrounds. Okay, in background whatever the things we can do in backgrounds, we can, first thing is we can add colors. Okay, and the second thing is we can add images also in our background. Okay, let's remove this. Here what I am doing is, in this body, see this is your body, this is completely blank, right? This is completely blank. What I want to do is, inside this body I want to add one image. Okay, we can as I told you, in background we can give colors as well. So first of all I am targeting this body. So here I am giving, first I will show you with color, background color I am giving aqua. So this aqua will be applied to the whole body, right? See, it is getting applied to the whole body. Similarly, like this I want to show image. Instead of giving color I want to show image. So how can we do this? Background image. We have the property name as background image. Using it we can display a image in our background. So I am using URL. To add any image using CSS we just have to use this URL. Inside this URL just use single quotes or double quotes also you can use. Here you just have to give path of your image. Okay, here I am not having any image, so I am going here, I am choosing this image.png. Okay, what I did, I choose this background image property name. Then to give the image I use this URL. Inside this I am just using the single quotes or double quotes also you can use. Then here I am giving path of my image. See, in background we have lot of images. but it is repeating, right? It is repeating. We can manage these things also. If you want this image will not repeat, so you can give some properties. Okay, like this one we add directly in our body. Suppose if you want to add in a particular div tag, so you can do that particular thing as well. You just have to target a div. See, it is not getting applied. Why? Because this div is not containing any height and width, so that's why. So let me give the height and width. I am giving suppose 500 pixel. We will learn about this pixel as well in our next classes. And giving width 600 pixel. Okay, see, let me show you. This is your div. So I am giving some border as well. Border 10 pixel solid red. Okay, see, this is your complete div, which contains the width as 500 pixel and height as 600 pixel. Inside it I am adding images. I just add one image only. It is repeating by itself. Okay, to complete the, like, to fulfill this complete container, it is repeating by itself only. Okay, so we can as I told you, we can manage if you don't want to repeat this particular image, so we can manage it. Okay, we have some more properties for it. Just to add image, we use this background image and we are giving the path. Okay, now I want to manage it. I don't want to repeat that particular image again and again. So for that we can give no repeat. Okay, background repeat. Our property name is background repeat. Background repeat. See, here it is. Here I am saying no repeat. See, it is not getting repeat. It is only showing the width of your actual width of your this image. Okay, so we can view if you want to fulfill this complete image. So for that purpose also we have some more properties. And first let's complete this background repeat. Suppose if you want to repeat in x direction only, like in horizontal only you want to repeat it, so you can give it like this: repeat x. See, it is getting repeated in x direction. Okay, let me remove this. I am giving the images in body directly. Okay, it is getting repeated in x direction. Suppose if you want to repeat in y direction, so you can give repeat y. See, it is getting repeated in y direction. Okay, for in using these properties you can manage in which direction you want to repeat your image. Okay, if you don't want to repeat in any direction, you can say no repeat. Okay, now we have background position as well. Like suppose, first of all I am removing this div. Okay, let me give you the here 100%. Means it will take the complete viewport height and width. So that's why I'm giving 100%. 100% width, height as well, height and width both. So now what I want is, we are discussing about this background position. In this background position we can change the position of your image as well. See, it is initially, why it is taking, let me remove this. Okay, okay, suppose now initially it is at the left side, but I want to change its position. I want to make it at the center. Okay, at the corner also we can move it. How can we move it? Using the background position property we can move it. First of all I am giving no repeat here. So to move your image in any direction, for that purpose we use this background position property. Okay, I am giving here is in background position. Just use this background position. Here I am giving top. From top, I want to move it to right side. See, it is at the right side. Now what I want is, I want to at the right side, and I want this image at the bottom. So here I am giving, instead of top, I am giving bottom right. Let me give you the view width view height here. Okay, it is moving. Previously it was not moving. Why? Because I will tell, when we discuss about this VWVH, you will understand it more clearly. What VHVW will do is, it is taking the actual height of your viewport. Complete height, like complete height of your viewport. Viewport is nothing but the screen which is visible to you. Okay, this is the screen. This is the white canvas. It is your screen. The screen which is visible to you, that is known as your viewport. So when I'm giving 100 view VH, it is taking complete height. When I am saying 100 VW, it is taking complete width. Okay, previously it was not moving because we gave it in percentage. Okay, so that's why. So just try to understand this background position. When I give bottom right, it is moving at the uh, bottom right side. You can similarly give bottom left as well. Okay, you can give center as well. See, I give center means from x direction and from y direction, from both side I am giving center. Okay, like instead of this you can give in pixels as well, like how much from right left side and how much from bottom, top and bottom, you can give in percentage as well. From top I want to move it to 100 pixel, and from top from right I want to move it to 300 pixel. See, from left side it is moving 100, and from top it is moving 300 pixel. Okay, so suppose I am giving some more value here. I am giving 500 now. See, it is moving. So instead of directly giving the position like left, right, top, bottom, directly you can give the values like in like this, in pixels in or in percentage. Okay, anyone having any doubt in background position? Or want to ask me anything? Okay. Okay. So in our yesterday's like in our next class, we will learn about the background size. How can we increase the size of this image? Okay, we will learn about this in our next class, and we will learn about some background attachment. Then we will discuss about the CSS borders. Like we already use this CSS borders, so we will discuss it in our next class. Okay, in our today's class, we learn about the like CSS colors. What are the ways using it we can add colors, and then we discussed about our pseudo elements, and then first we discussed about our pseudo classes, right? So anyone having any doubt in our today's session? Okay, okay, fine. Okay guys, now I'm going to end our today's session. As I already told you, in GitHub I will show you one thing, right? So in GitHub you can do, like suppose you guys know about clone. Suppose I am going in my website or like in my GitHub profile. I am going here in my profile. Suppose this profile is public, right? Other people also can see my website, see complete portfolios. Okay. Suppose if you like some of my project, okay, don't use it like for copying purpose, but for learning purpose use it properly. Suppose you like this calculator project code. You like this code. Okay. So you want to copy this code. Instead of directly copying this code from here, like from here also you can directly copy this code and paste it in your system. But this is just a one single file. You can do it easily. But when you have large files, like multiple files we have, suppose like we have some more thing. If you want to copy my portfolio website, see it is containing multiple files, right? We can't copy it one by one. So for that purpose, we have git clone. You can directly copy this URL. Okay, just copy this URL. Okay, just create one folder here. You can give any name. I'm giving copy repository. Okay, so now just open this folder in your git. See, it will give you the option like this. Open in git bash here. So I open this folder in my git bash. So here what you have to do is git clone. This is one command to copy any repository, any public repository in your system. So I am giving git clone and then paste whatever the URL you have copied. Just pasting this URL. Then click enter. Okay, it is completed. What it did is it copied all the repository, complete repository inside this folder. Okay, we are just making a clone, right? We just make one clone. See, whatever the things we have in my repository, you can directly clone it in your system. So for that purpose we use this git clone command. Okay, we can use it, like I am not saying you like for the copying purpose you have to use it, but like you want to learn it from any other person's code, you can copy their code and you can learn from it. Whatever the proper things they are using, you also can do it. For that scenario you can use this git clone. Using it you can just copy the complete code, complete repository, whatever they have in your system. Okay, just you have to use what? Git clone. The command is git clone. I will add in our notes as well. Anyone having any doubt? Anyone want to ask me anything? Okay.
We need to practice.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we are going to end our today's session. Thank you.